Hi y'all, welcome to another cleaning video. So today I did not have to do much in the living room, as you can tell, because I just deep cleaned this whole room the night before. So that is looking pretty good, but don't worry, everywhere else in my house is kind of a mess. So we're going to get plenty of cleaning done in this video in some other rooms other than the living room. So if you need some cleaning motivation or some company while you clean, let's just hop right in. I'm going to start in the dining room because it's a little bit easier, and I just like to start sometimes on the easier room to get my cleaning flow going, if that makes sense. Sometimes that really difficult room can be very taunting or daunting. No, yeah, it can be daunting looking at a huge mess. But so if you start in the easier rooms to just pick up and easily wipe down, like this dining room right here, they kind of get those juices flowing. It's like a cleaning warm up. It's very nice to start with. So I'm basically just clearing everything off of the floor. It's actually nice these days in Wyoming outside. We're finally getting a tad bit of spring weather, but we are supposed to be getting hail. Like, why? I don't know, in freaking July, but whatever. So I'm just going to take the dog bed and all of the chairs outside to get some fresh air while I vacuum and mop in here. And if you want a word from the wise, I was so scatterbrained on this day. Probably a good idea to wipe your table down before you vacuum, because maybe you vacuum and then you knock a bunch of crumbs off onto the floor from the table, and then you have to vacuum again. So take it from me, wipe down the table first, then vacuum, and then mop. And I'm also just going to hit the floors in the living room as well. While I already have the vacuum out, and the mop might as well. There's definitely already crumbs and dog hair all over in here, even though I literally just deep cleaned it. So I'm also going to just quickly run the vacuum and mop in the living room while I'm doing the dining room as well. After I mop in the living room, I'm going to give that a second to dry and finally remember to wipe down this table. I'm using the Lemon Verbena scented Miss Meyer's multi-surface cleaning spray and just really dousing this girl down. The table gets quite dirty with my kids here eating 3 times a day plus snacks. It gets very, very messy on the table, around the table, the whole thing. So I'm just scrubbing off every last thing that I can possibly see. And then I'm going to just kind of reset my cute little centerpiece here. I'm going to light up my candle warmer on the coffee station over there to the left, and then get the mop going in here as well. I am using the True and Tidy Spin Mop. You can get this on Amazon. I also got mine at Sam's, so if you go to Sam's, you might see it there. So I got the dining room all mopped as well, and now that the floor is dry in the kitchen, I can go and do in the living room. Sorry, you guys, I'm so scatterbrained today. Mom life can just do that to you sometimes. I have mom brain. I'm gonna do the good old spray down with the lemon and sage air freshener that I got from Walmart in the living room, spraying down the air and all the soft surfaces like the couch and the curtains to help lock onto that smell. And then I'm going to just replace everything in the dining room now that the floor is dry, and finally move on to this absolute disaster of a kitchen. There were so many random things on this island. I had to take something to literally every single other room in the house. It was just ridiculous. This kitchen island, I love it, but it definitely does become a catch-all throughout the day, and it is always a gigantic mess. So I'm just going to throw things away, take things where they actually belong, put the dishes in the sink, and give this baby a very good wipe down, because before I start dealing with the dishes, I'm going to make a few more dishes, because I am going to be meal prepping or snack prepping for my kids. I got these awesome bento boxes from Target for $10 each, and I got 3 of them. You can see them on the top of my fridge right now. That is where I store them when I'm not using them, because they're so cute and they have all these cute colors, of course, at Target. I love, love, love these things. I swear these are one of the best things that I've bought from Target in a long time, and I love to basically meal prep snacks for my kids. So I'm going to cut up a bunch of fruit and cheese, and I have some carrot sticks, I have pepperonis, I have beef jerky sticks, I have so many things, and I just like to divide up everything into these boxes and keep them in the fridge. So for the next 3 days, anytime that my kids ask for snacks, all I have to do is grab one of these out of the fridge. It is such a lifesaver. If you want more inspo of what I like to put in these, I put something different every time usually. I do post them on my TikTok. It's always linked down below if you want to follow me. I'll post pictures and what my kids ate by the end of the day and everything like that every time that I meal prep these. And yeah, it just helps if you need a little bit of inspo of what to do. And I also like to use these for car trips, for any type of road trip, date nights at home. It's just really fun to have something like this around. You can also really easily do like a personal charcuterie board or charcuterie board to go if you're going to go somewhere to like a friend's house or something. There's just so many things you can do, and I use these all the time. So if you want some inspo, some fun snack inspo, especially now that we're getting into summer and your kids are going to be home, you might need some help in that department, because you know kids are literally always hungry. So yeah, for this one, this time around, I'm putting blackberries, blueberries, strawberries, and some carrot sticks. I'm also going to put some mini pepperonis, some cheddar cheese that I cut into sticks, and some beef sticks that I cut in half. And then later on, I'm also going to be cutting up that watermelon and putting a big section of watermelon. My kids are absolutely obsessed with that right now. And then I'm also going to be using some Chewy bars and some Nutri-Grain bars. When you're doing stuff like this, it doesn't always have to be all totally homemade. You can just throw anything that you have in here that you know that your kids like to snack on. So I end up putting some Nutri-Grain bars with different flavors in here, some different flavors of Chewy bars just from the Walmart brand. And these were a huge hit with my kids. They always love having a ton of options, and I like to pull these out for snack time, but I also just like to pull these out as kind of a side dish. In the morning, I can just throw some pancakes on a plate and pull this out, and that is breakfast right there. Or for lunch, I just make them like a peanut butter and jelly and put this out on the side, and it just complements like anything that you want to put out for them to eat for breakfast or lunch or dinner. It is so easy and handy to just have something like this ready when you have kids that are always hungry, always snacking, and always wanting a million things. Once I'm done packing these all up, I just throw the tops on and stack them in the fridge, and they are ready to go. I'm telling you guys, I love these things, and they are totally a lifesaver when it comes to getting snacks a million times a day. So once that is finally all taken care of, I just wiped down the island super quick one more time just because some watermelon juice and things like that got on there. And now it is finally time to load the dishwasher. I'm going to load this baby down as full as it can possibly go, and then just hand wash any random little things that are left over, trying to catch up on the dishes as much as humanly possible. Speaking of summer, how is summer going for everybody watching this? I feel like my kids aren't quite at that age yet. My oldest is in preschool, but he's not doing a summer break. So we don't really have a summer. There's going to be some time off that they do have, but it's not like the full summer break, if you know what I mean. And then my youngest is a year and a half and he's just home with me. So we don't really have that like summer break feeling. I just feel like I'm almost going through a midlife crisis when it comes to changing diapers. I am so ready for my youngest to be potty trained, and for some reason I have decided that right now is the best time, and he's totally ready. But of course, when it comes to stuff like that, you have accidents, and I just feel like I have been cleaning up so many accidents for this whole last week, and it just feels crazy. Like, it actually, I hate it so much. So yeah, I'm going through a bit of a midlife crisis for diaper changing right now, and I absolutely refuse to buy any more and change anymore after this pack runs out, but we'll see how that goes. It was not a dream with my oldest, so it's just, I feel like it's me, because it's also not been a dream with my youngest. Like, I guess have no idea what I'm doing. I'm on the struggle bus a little bit, but we will get there. It'll be fine, and I won't have to clean up accidents anymore, and that would be really, really lovely for me. And to not have to change diapers anymore will also be incredible. So I am just finishing up some hand washing items here that just didn't fit, and then I am going to scrub out the sink just using some antibacterial Dawn that I have handy right here. Give it a good scrub down, rinse it with super hot water while I run the garbage disposal, and then of course I'm going to wipe down the entire outside with half water, half vinegar, just to get rid of any leftover soap and splatters and shine up that stainless steel as best I can. And then I'm going to put these sheet trays in here because I absolutely despise cleaning them. My husband used them to make steaks as well the other night for food prepping, so you know that they are just slathered in grease. And I just absolutely refuse to clean them because I didn't use them and I hate cleaning them. So I am, however, going to be a really nice wife and spray them down really well with Dawn Power Wash so that they are already soaked and easily, cleanable when he comes in here later to clean them himself. So I'm just going to start up the dishwasher and finish off in here by wiping off the rest of the counters. Luckily, we've been doing a ton of meal prepping. I mentioned a few videos back, I think, that we have started the carnivore diet. It just requires quite a bit of meal prepping. So I don't have anything to scrub off of the stovetop. Thank goodness for me. I just have to give it a nice good wipe down with that Miss Meyer's multi-surface cleaning spray, and then I just got to finish off the floors. I have had so many of my cleaning tools, like my vacuum and mops, for so long. So one of my mops finally pooped out on me, and that's why I got that True and Tidy spin mop that I'm using right now. And now I feel like my vacuum is about to poop out on me. She was really struggling this day when I was cleaning and trying to vacuum everything, and I could just tell it was not having a good time and really struggling to power through all of this hair. So if you have any vacuum recommendations, let me know down below. Please and thank you, because I will be needing one very soon. This is all of the kitchen and living room completed and clean. If you are still cleaning along with me, I will link my entire playlist of cleaning motivation videos right here on the screen and always down below, as well as my Instagram, my TikTok, and my other YouTube channel if you want to follow me everywhere. And I will see you guys in another video very soon. Bye!